Circuit Gilles Villeneuve potentially on the cards for a return in 2026. We had a report come out from the Canadian press a couple of days ago. Jayski picked it up. They're saying that it looks like we are close to a deal after 2 years of discussions, setbacks, and advances, in their words. NASCAR potentially could be back in Montreal as early as next year. And if that goes well, they would leave a door open for the Cup Series to run there in 2027. I would imagine they're also going to look at how the Mexico City race goes this year. Of course, we've had some rumors in recent weeks that maybe there's some trouble with that event, but NASCAR has reassured us that that's moving forward as scheduled. So hopefully that goes off without a problem in a couple of months' time. But Brandon, I think this was a fan favorite track. A lot of people were disappointed when it fell off the calendar. What would be your reaction if and when this is confirmed that we would be going back to Montreal?
Yeah, it'd be a welcome return for the place, and I always struggle with saying it. It's Circuit Jacques Villeneuve. Villeneuve.
Villeneuve is, I believe, how.
Yeah,
that's how I've heard it.
Just calling it, the Grand Prix of Montreal is usually the way to go for Formula One. But it's such a unique place. It kind of feels like it belongs on the streets, but it's like a permanent facility there in Quebec. But like it also seems to really favor the tight hairpins there and the abrupt changes there on the circuit. It really does favor the open wheel type. So it's really a handle. It's really all you can handle whenever you bring these big body stock cars to the place. And so yeah, we remember 2007 2012, that sort of era when Dodge was still in the sport, that we were there in Canada. And so and I remember seeing a lot of signage around for Dodge there, and so that kind of makes me wonder with Dodge coming back to the Truck Series in 2026, them being a part of that weekend potentially. I wonder if that had anything to do with maybe Mopar and the Canadian division of Mopar saying, you know what, you need to come back up to our neck of the woods and make this happen. That's just speculation, but I do remember seeing a lot of Dodge Napa and Dodge signage whenever we were there in Montreal last time. But yeah, it's going to be great for trucks and Xfinity. We'll see how that does. And then, I mean, hey, bring the Cup Series to Canada. It was a big part of the rumor mill last year before we got Mexico, because we were wondering, we want to go international. Where's it going to go? And so that state, Montreal, stayed as a big contender on that list. But now we see something that might be a little more substantial.
Yeah, well, and of course, Trucks used to race Canadian Tire Motorsports Park as well. That was their return to the international scene and road courses, generally speaking, as well. So they're no stranger to our neighbors to the north either.
And also, I must say, this better be a pairing with the NASCAR Pinty Series or whatever they're calling themselves these days.
Yeah.
We have to see them a part of this weekend. That would be just as we had the NASCAR Mexico Series paired with the LA Coliseum. This would be a travesty if we did not see the Canadian series of NASCAR there too. Those cars are beautiful, and as David Landis said before, they're kind of like what he wishes the evolution of the NASCAR stock car was today. Like if they had went towards the right direction as far as developing the next generation of stock car.
Yeah. I think Pinty's dropped their sponsorship. I think it's just NASCAR Canada Series now. But
right.
Yeah, would certainly love to see them there as a companion to that weekend. And just thinking back, there's some great memories, some memorable races from that time period. Of course, the inaugural race, you had that controversy with Robbie Gordon and Marcus Ambrose and them spinning each other out, and Robbie Gordon doing burnouts because he crossed the line first, but NASCAR gave him the black flag. And so Kevin Harvick actually won the race. And then I think it was Patrick Carpentier's NASCAR National Series debut, and he finished second. So he was happy enough to come that close to win. He started doing burnouts. So you had like 3 different drivers doing burnouts at the same time at the end of that race. And then the last time we were there in 2012, I guess it's a good thing our friend Josh is no longer here, but that was probably Danica Patrick's closest call that she had to winning a NASCAR race. Unfortunately, that so-called fan threw that shoe out on the track, and I don't know if they ever found whether that was a direct relation or not, but she really struggled with the handling after that and ultimately fell back down to finish in the 20s, I believe. But some great racing. Yeah, some great racing there nonetheless, and expect to see some more of that if and when this news is confirmed. But very welcome news out of Montreal this weekend that looks like talks are advancing there. And I, for one, would be very excited if we can get that confirmed sooner rather than later.
And one more thing about the whole Dodge thing, I understand the Dodge Challenger is still in the NASCAR Canada series as a manufacturer. So that all the more reason I think Dodge may have had some big say in this.